Hey guys, so today we have this. No, not working on anything because, as you can see, kind of in a sling. No, this video is kind of be a little explainer on sort of what happened with this motorcycle. So I have a few projects on the go, such as these snow blowers. I wanted to swap the engines from this one to that one because that engine, I have a video, if you remember this one, the Surging Toro. That engine shot, so I need to replace that engine anyway, and I think this one should fit that one, but that's not what this video is about. This is a video explaining sort of what happened to me regarding this Bergman 650 and how I ended up in this condition, and why I basically spent half a day in a hospital to find out what exactly I did to my arm. So we've been parking the bikes here at the front because, well, I haven't been driving my car, and now because of my condition, I can't even really drive my car. Sure, I can shift left-handed, but it's awkward, and I don't really feel that safe because every time I shift, I have to take my hand off the wheel, and that's not a good idea. I'll only have one hand holding the wheel. Okay, so one disadvantage to driving stick shift is you bugger one arm. Well, you're kind of screwed, but whatever. I still prefer stick. Either way, we had the bikes parked up here at the front. As you can see now, that one's at the back because I can't ride. Might as well move it back. But yeah, we were parking them up here, and they were actually facing the other way, so they'd be facing towards the apple tree, which we cleared the apples off of, and we got quite a few apples. I was actually really surprised how many apples came off that tree. So as I was rolling the bike back, I must have bumped the kickstand at some point because I know I did roll it forward, and it must have knocked the kickstand up, and I didn't realize it. So I got to here, and of course it's facing that way. I have my left hand up here on the handlebar to keep it, well, to be able to steer it. And then I got my right arm here holding on to these sissy bars. Yeah, needless to say, what happened was, because the kickstand there had been kicked up, I didn't realize it. I went to put it down on the kickstand. Like it had sort of leaned over on me, and I'm like, oh, that's fine. I'll just put it on the kickstand. So go to put it down on the kickstand. I didn't realize the kickstand was up. So I kept going, and by the time I realized the kickstand was up, my arms were almost already at full extension, and I just lifted because, well, I mean, she's a heavy bike. Apparently it's like 602 pounds or something along those lines wet, which she's got a full tank of gas. So yeah, wet. Thankfully I wasn't on it at the time because it would have been tough for me to have been on it and plus lifting it. But yeah, that would have added a whole bunch more weight. But yeah, needless to say, it's a good thing I didn't have all that extra weight on it because yeah, I really did a number on my arm. I don't want to show it on video because they don't want to show it on video. I don't even like looking at it. It's terrible. The bruising is brutal. So now all we've got here is of course my kid's bike. But I do have some other news. So let's go take a look. So last night my kid comes home, or well, gives me a call while he's out walking one of the dogs, and he says, "Hey, what would you do if I told you I found a lawnmower that works and is free?" And I'm like, I guess bring it home. So there it is. Got a Briggs 500 series engine. Guess at one point in time this engine may have had a throttle. Champion spark plug. Look at that. King Point small engine, lawn and garden power tools. I wonder if these guys still exist. If it exists, I'll pop it up on screen. So another 11A MTD product. And honestly, this deck seems fairly solid. And it looks like they repainted. Looks like the paint had flaked up here probably from rust, and they repainted it. That's interesting. This little mower was actually pretty well cared for. Either that's where they bought it from, or that's where they get it maintained, or had it maintained. Black oil, but it's full. So, I mean, just because it's black doesn't mean it's wasn't changed at the beginning of the season, because here we are, we're in September, so that may well have been changed. I don't know. Either way, definitely will get a service, but not this year. Well, then again, maybe I will give this one a service when I'm a bit more healed up. So then I've got this one. It's a Honda engine that I popped on this Craftsman. You'll see the video coming up. Don't worry. This thing, I've got the short and fantastic engine. Who's this? Someone was eating something back here. I'll get the tarp out for the winter and get it covered up. Or I'll just use one of those bins and just plop it over the engine. This one here, not sure yet. Haven't started anything on it. I have no idea what to make of that engine, because it literally looks like it was underwater. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on with it. Still no idea what to do with this lawn boy. So what happens is, excuse you, I didn't realize there's still gasoline in there. Apparently there's still gas in there. So if I open this, it'll start dripping like crazy from here because it's cracked. It's still got good gas in there. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, so it'll drip out like crazy from there. And that's kind of a fire risk. I did try to fix it with my soldering iron. I had let it dry out, left the cap off, blasted it out, flushed it out with water, and then blasted it out again with air, just to make sure that, yeah, it's not going to catch fire. And no, it absolutely didn't. And yeah, I tried melting some of the plastic to try to seal the crack, and still leaks, unfortunately. I don't know how I'm going to manage to fix this one. Not sure yet. If you guys want to give me a couple ideas, it would be greatly appreciated, because I really would like to get this one going. I do like two-stroke engines, and what is this? Oh yeah, that is a plugged up fuel line. A mud dauber? The mud dauber got in there? Something got in there. I want to change this guy, the handle, because this handle sucks. Like, what the heck is this? So tiny. It's a good way to hurt yourself. But yeah, I really want to get this thing going, because I like two-stroke engines and I like two-stroke lawnmowers. They're fun. They're really fun. I like the sound. It sounds like a motorbike, a dirt bike. Yeah. So yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun getting that thing going. I mean, the engine does run. I've had it running a couple times, but that was just by sitting there feeding it two-stroke right into the intake. And yeah, sure, it ran while I was feeding it fuel. It was doing pretty good. It sounded great, but I still can't get it to run otherwise, because it just drips fuel all over the place otherwise. And yeah, as I said, I'm feeding it fuel for it to run, because the carburetor went through it, but I'm going to have to go through it again. I'm not sure what else could be wrong with it. Another one I had working on was this one. I'm really close to finishing. I probably could do it one-armed, and I know I can start these one-handed, because I already have a few times. Our working weed eater, the one from that video that quite recently with the Canadiana, this one up here. That one, that weed eater I started one-handed, and I can't use it. I can't really operate it one-handed, but I sort of can control it with my right arm, but I don't really have much strength for obvious reasons. Why there's a grinder there? Well, I'm sure you noticed that between these two snow blowers there was an engine. And yeah, these snow blowers, I'm planning on swapping the engine, because that Toro power, it's more like a power surge, a Toro power surge. The engine shot. Yeah, I want to swap the Aaron's 722 to that one. Hopefully I can. I hope so. Because unfortunately this Aaron's, there it is. Yeah, as you can see, the paddle's kind of got a bite taken out of it, and using it, the thing like jumps around like crazy. You'll see in the video, it really vibrates a lot. But yeah, that engine right there. No idea if it works. I haven't tried it. Came from that body. And yeah, that's why the grinder was there, because we're getting the wheels off because I wanted the transmission, and we had to cut the body up. So yeah, hence the grinder. Ooh, so vicious. So cute. So yeah, guys, in a nutshell, that's kind of what's been going on. I have a few more weeks of videos queued up, so should be good. Should be good. And yeah, still got the hospital band. It's a few days ago. I just been lazy, haven't bothered cutting it off. It's a nice day. Kids go back to school in 2 days. So I got an appointment this morning with the fracture clinic. Find out, do I need surgery? Do I not need surgery? Guess we'll see. Well, anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Got 3 weeks of videos queued up after this, so enjoy. Cheers, guys.